So today we'll continue, inshallah, working on the topic of bending moment and shear forces for the beats. Okay. So, we need to calculate first the reactions for this problem because we didn't solve it. We'll start with the reactions. Again, to summarize the problem, we have points A, the edge is B, this is the support is B, and this point C at which it has a concentrated moment here. Okay? So we start with getting the reaction YA and YD. First step, I say, okay, sigma moment about D to get YA. Why did I take it about D? Because YD will be easier. Because here the centroid is very clear, this centroid is in this direction, and there is nothing else other than this direction, and this moment. So sigma moment about D, I'll get the 24 times 2 times the centroid, which is 1, plus the 64, it's in the same direction, minus 4YD equals 0. Therefore, YD, and I said YA. Therefore, YA is equal to what? It will be a negative, because it will be going down. Okay? This thing again, similar to a problem we dealt with yesterday, it wants to overturn. It wants to flip that. So this thing is holding it in place to actually be down, not up. Okay? So, if we do the math here, okay? So this is negative 28 going down, kilonewton. Therefore, sigma Fy equals 0 equals YB, what's on SYD, minus 28 minus 24 times 2. Therefore, YD is 24 times 2 is 48. 48 plus 28, this is 76 kilonewton out. So this came to be 28 down. This came to be 76 up. Okay? Fine. Now, we can start by drawing the bending moment and shear force diagram. So I'll draw the shear force above it and the bending moment beneath it because of the area here. Okay? So shear force diagram, I'll go up like that. أسهل حاجة to go place the points like this. Okay? So if I'm drawing here the shear force diagram, $28 down, this is negative 28. Then it's constant. It receives the 76. The 76 goes up. 76 minus 28 will be what? 48. Then it will gradually reach 0 here because that's a typical cantilever, but the shear must be 0. Okay? This is my shear force diagram. And again, as mentioned yesterday, you will notice that the concentrated moment doesn't show up anywhere in the shear force diagram. It's not there at all. It's being minus. Okay? But let's now do the bending moment diagram. So the bending moment diagram, again, tracing my points. And this point is very important. First of all, you tell me, what are the points that have 0 moment? Zero moment. A and B, the tips, the ends. Okay? The endpoints, the two endpoints. I don't have concentrated moments there, it's only the air, the side, nothing else. Okay? So for sure, these must be zeros. يعني. Again, if you do this mistake, if you fall into this mistake and you to show me any value, positive, negative, whatever, here, that's a conceptual mistake. I mean, that's a major issue. You're giving me a variable nothing that doesn't exist. Okay? Fine. So, we said the rule says, for in a case of a concentrated moment, we take a moment before and after the point. Before and after the point. Okay? So, by the way, we can work from left to right or right to left, مش فاهم. It doesn't make a difference. تمام? So, if you want, you can do this here. By the way, يعني, the proper way حتى to do this movement is something like this. يعني كده يعني. It's not the left or the right or the thing, it's at. Okay? But anyways, so I'm taking just before this movement, just before the movement. يعني ما تبصوش على السهم ان انا اقطع جوه السهم. It is before the movement. Okay? So I will see what?
The 28.
28 times 2. Is it positive or negative?
Positive.
Again, the sign convention. The sign convention. Don't forget. Oh, صحيح. Go like this. صح?
Oh.
So it's what? It's a satire. Okay? If it went like that, and that's my line I'm doing the cut at, he is a happy guy. Okay? تمام؟ طيب, that's the easiest way to remember this. Set. Okay? Positive. So it's a negative. So that's a negative 56 kilonewton meter. Okay? Where is that? This is here. Negative 56. How will I connect it? This here was a constant value, so this will be a straight line from the integral relationship. Okay? It's 1/4 pi. Right. If I take a cut just after C, what will I see? A 64 that is smiling back. 64 that is smiling, positive, minus 28 times 2. So this 64 minus 56, this is what? Exactly 8 kilonewton. This is 8. Okay? Then, looking at point D, is it easier to do it from this side or that side?
That side. That.
Whatever اللي انت عايزاه. It doesn't make any difference. Do it from whatever side. أهلا وسهلا. And you can check it from the other one. Yeah, that's the easiest check in that kind of problem. Take a moment, look left and right. If it's correct, يبقى ممكن. Okay? Right. Here, I'm looking there. What will I see is what?
Negative 28 times 4.
Negative 28 times 4
Plus 64.
plus 64. في حاجة تانية؟ مفيش. Okay? So 28 times 4 is what? 56 times 2 is what? 112. 112. And this is 64. Can 51. 48. Negative 48. Negative 48 كيلو متر. حد يتشيك اللي انا عملته دلوقتي. Negative 48 كيلو متر. Okay? Somebody double check my numbers? تمام؟ So this is a negative 48 here like. And by the way, you draw a line here that has exactly the same slope as this line. The same slope, same shear. The shear is the derivative of the moment. So the slope of this line should be exactly the same slope of the other one. طبعا ممكن ترسمه انا مش هحاول ادقق بالظبط يعني هو قد ايه بس I'm discussing the concept itself. Okay? How will this thing look here? I know the first point, negative 48, the last point is 0. What's happening in the middle? البارابولا شكله ايه؟
كده. نجيب البوينت اللي في النص.
كمان سكتش
هم؟
كمان سكتش
عشان احنا المفروض نجيب البوينت في النص بقى.
كمان سكتش مقصود
اوكي.
سكتش
ماشي.
اوكي.
عشان احنا المفروض نجيب البوينت الأول وبعدين عشان نعرف نبقى قررنا من
The point from here is what? When do I really need this point? When do I really need this point? When do I need it? If it's a maximum. If it is a maximum. If it is not a maximum, it's just a curve. curve كده وخلاص نازل كده. طيب ازاي بنعرف؟ Look at the shear. Is it crossing the zero? But there is no maximum here. If this thing was crossing the zero هيبقى نازل كده بقى. في maximum.
ايوه ده عايز
Okay كده مش كده؟ يعني you can take a moment in the middle and see يعني a section in the middle and see the value بس يعني because I solved it a lot I'm telling you it's this way but other than that if you want to take a section let's see أهلا وسهلا take a section here and look there أسهل حاجة في الدنيا على فكرة take a section in the middle of the cantilever and look there what will I see? I'll see negative 24 times 1 because this here is distance is 1 times half. So this is negative 12. Negative 12 is less than half of the 48. Okay? تمام؟ واضح؟ Okay. So this is my bending moment diagram. خلاص؟ So that's it for this example. Okay?